Hey guys, welcome back. Thanks for stopping in today for the how to make cornbread video. Cornbread is an absolute southern staple, especially in the holiday season, especially if you go to do things like cornbread stuffing for your turkey or things like that. It's absolutely necessary at the holiday meals. So kick back, hit that subscribe button, and enjoy the video. Alright guys, when it comes to cornbread, we're going to keep the ingredients nice and simple and short. So what we're going to do here is we're going to start with 1 cup of AP flour, and we're going to add into that 1 cup of fine ground cornmeal. To that, we're going to go ahead and add in 1 teaspoon of kosher salt, 1/2 a teaspoon of ground black pepper, and 1/2 a teaspoon of baking soda. These are going to be our dry ingredients, and we're going to mix all those together here in just a second. So when we move on to the wet ingredients, we're going to start with 2 eggs here, and we're actually going to take this 1/2 cup of sugar and beat it into the eggs. And I know sugar is usually a dry ingredient, but we're going to dissolve it into the eggs this time and get them nice and creamy and fluffy. And then we're going to add in this 1/2 cup of butter and quickly follow it with this 1 cup of buttermilk. And beat all these things together, and then we're going to add the dry ingredients into it. And it's going to be really fast and simple. So let's get going. So what we've done here is we've actually just went ahead and got our oven preheating to 375 degrees. And we got our pan. We have an 8x8 pan here, greased very well. And this is going to make us hopefully a few inches thick in an 8x8 pan. And we already got all these things ready because this is going to be a really fast and easy recipe here. So like I said, first things first, we're going to go ahead and mix the dry ingredients together and set that aside. It's literally that simple and fast. You don't need to do anything crazy. You just want to get them all mixed together. We're going to beat these until they're fluffy. Now that the color's changed and they've lightened up quite a bit, we're going to go ahead and add in the sugar and keep mixing. Now that that's pretty well in there, we're going to go ahead and add the butter. And the butter won't really go all the way in at this point, but once we add the other dry ingredients, it'll all mix together nicely. But what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and beat this together and add the buttermilk. Now that this has formed its nice rich batter, we're going to go ahead and add in the dry ingredients to it and beat it back together really well until it's all smooth and absorbed. So now that we have a smooth, consistent batter, we are ready to go right into the pan. There's no fancy trick to pouring it into the pan. Usually with something this thin, it'll take its own shape. So I just kind of dump it in the middle of the pan and let it take its own way to the outsides. So there we go. We're ready to go into the oven. So let's do it. All right, going in, center rack at 375, and we'll come back and check on it in 25 minutes. All right, guys, it's been about 25 minutes. We're just gonna reach in and rotate it just for good measure. May not be totally necessary, but you can see it still looks a little soft in the middle, so we're going to go ahead and give it probably another 10-12 minutes. Alright guys, so it's been the additional 10 minutes. We're going to pull it out and see if it passes the knife test. So usually I just put a knife in it somewhere near the middle, pull it out, make sure it's clean, and that means we are good to go. So as you can feel, it's firm, a little darker around the edges. It's exactly what we're looking for. So we're going to cut it open and see what it looks like. Alright guys, so if we cut open the cornbread, this is what the inside looks like. We have this nice, soft, fluffy cornbread, little speckles of pepper in there. I think it's pretty much exactly what we're looking for. Alright guys, well that wraps us up on the how to make cornbread video. So do me a favor, comment below and let me know if you'd rather have your cornbread baked or cooked stovetop in cornbread cakes, if you will.